Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning, and welcome back to the Engine Builder Show. For our topic today, Gabe will be talking about the 3 simple ways to add rocket fuel to your business today. Are you ready to reach the moon? Let's enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody.
There was always a ton to learn. Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had an awesome week and have enjoyed the show and how we've been talking about mindset, because mindset is just an incredibly important part of our journey as entrepreneurs. And so today I want to share with you 3 simple ways, like Jethro just mentioned there, that you can really add rocket fuel to your business. And these are things that I've personally done. And I know every time I engage in these, they really move the needle and help me move forward. So today's show is going to be short and sweet. I would encourage you to just absorb this and apply these things right away, because if you do them, I am absolutely confident that they will work well for you. And just like we talked about in yesterday's show, customize them for yourself. Don't just take what I'm saying and drop it in without thinking. Really take that time to adopt the mindset and belief and make it your own, because when it truly becomes your own, that's when you get the impact. And sometimes making a belief our own takes us trying somebody else's way or learning their system, but then customizing it after we've done it for a little bit. But regardless, make sure you take full ownership of these things, because that's when you're really going to make the biggest impact to your business. So the first thing I'll share with you that I ended up implementing almost 3 years ago at kind of a rough level, and it's an example of what I was saying a minute ago of like implementing somebody's version and adjusting it, and then trying somebody else's approach and adjusting it. I did that for this, but the premise of it has worked really well, and that is having a daily routine for myself and for my team. So the daily routine for myself means that I have a consistent morning routine of what time I wake up during the week, exercising, drinking water, going for a walk, really practicing self-care. And I've done some episodes about that, which I can give you links to if you're interested in any of that. But when you take good care of yourself and you make that a priority in the beginning of the day, that allows you to show up really from a calm and centered place, which impacts your team, your clients, it impacts your work. And with your team having a daily huddle, again, this is something that we implemented a few years ago and we've refined and improved. Thanks to my friend's program, Alex Charfin. He has a company called Simple Operations, and they are masters at helping entrepreneurs put process and structure into their business so the business can, grow and scale, aggressively. So a daily huddle for us originally started out as just being 15 minutes because we had a little bit of a smaller team, and everyone checks in. What are your wins? What blockers or barriers do you have? What challenges do you have that anybody on the team can help? And then I wrap up the call and say, here's what I'm thinking about for today. Here's what I'm, seeing with our clients. Here's things to be aware of in our industry. I kind of wrap up that time. And as our team grew, we did ultimately make it a 30-minute time slot. But on average, it takes us about 22 minutes to have a team of almost 40 people on those calls, be able to tune in, connect, share, ask any questions, and get any challenges resolved that they may have. If you're willing to have that daily routine for yourself and a daily routine for your team, everything is going to gel and improve over time. I've seen it work in my organization. I've seen it work for clients that I've encouraged to do that. I've seen it work in mastermind groups that I've been. I've seen it work across the board, no matter the team size. Thousands of people have gone to, all team huddles, to even a few people when you're starting out. Having that connection point on a daily basis, you won't notice it in the first few weeks, but you will notice a huge shift over a few months, and it will bring stability and it will improve your culture dramatically. So that's one of the ways that you can just really add rocket fuel to your business and will help you grow. The second thing is I would encourage you to define like 1 to 3 key drivers for your business and block time for them on a daily basis. So as entrepreneurs, as leaders, as founders, the folks that are involved in leading teams and moving the business forward, there's 2 kind of different ways to look at this, and they're very interrelated. One is, are there key drivers for the business that the team needs to oversee and manage? Then that's something you clearly define. You coach them, you teach them, you practice, you evolve that process, and they focus on making sure they're moving those things forward on a daily basis. But before you do that, And this is the part that I always remind people is if you want your team to engage that way and be focused consistently on things, then you need to set the example, because even when they don't know or see what you're doing, you energetically pass that attitude to them, that behavior. And they, from a leadership perspective, can only do what you show them how to do, not what you tell them how to do, what you show them how to do. And so for myself, I, in different seasons, look at what the business needs, and I block time for that on a daily basis. So there's been times where that's been sales, which I still engage with, quite a bit for my company. So I have sales times blocked in my calendar. There's other time blocks that are for leadership coaching, where I'll coach and support my general manager, or I'll coach and support my leadership team, or anybody else that needs support in the season. Something else you may need to block on a daily basis is like product development or brainstorming, depending on what season of business you're in. But if you're not dedicating daily time to it, or worst case, a couple times a week, then it's going to slip off the radar and you're not going to consistently move forward on that target. And so defining those key behaviors, key drivers for your business, and then time blocking and honoring that time block container and making sure you're engaging in those things, that's what's going to move forward. If we boil it down, just make it simple for one target. Say you want to grow revenue, or revenue is stalled, then if you block 2 hours a day, let's say revenue is in a bad spot. If you block 2 hours a day and you focus on cold calling, emailing past clients, all your sales tech, prospecting, if you really engage in that for 2 hours a day consistently, your business will take off and you'll be so busy that you're going to have to hire salespeople and other people, because you do it on a daily basis. When people are struggling in business, it's because they're not plugging in daily time towards those daily drivers that grow the business. The third thing I'll encourage you to do is make sure that you're networking with new people and new groups on a weekly basis, because when you're connecting with new people, not to sell them, not to prospect on them, just to meet them and see what they're about, it's going to help you uncover opportunities. It's going to help you learn new lessons. And it's going to help you engage with communities that have people that need you. So doing one-on-ones with a person or two a week, being involved in a networking group that has some of your ideal customer in there, both of those things will really help you move the needle forward. And so if you're willing to do these three things, set up a daily routine for yourself and for your team and stick with those. The second thing being defining 1 to 3 key drivers for the business that you personally time block and engage in every day. And then third, network with new people and, engage with new networking groups and new communities. Then you will continue to see growth in your business. I hope that's useful for you today. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day and an awesome weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on the show next week.